I recently did a course at Higham Hall, and it was called Sketching the Outdoors Indoors, and I had 8 people come along on the course, including one lovely lady from the Isle of Man who presented me with this and explained to me that it was a method of using a single sheet of paper to make a little booklet. So she sort of challenged me to have a go. What I'm hoping to do is put together a little video that shows you how a single sheet of paper and some folding and cutting can turn into a lovely little sketchbook that gives you the opportunity of sketching end to end or on individual pages, which is quite a fun project to do. Just to show you how to do this, it's not a quick project, I have to say. It took me 2 days to do, but the easy bit is actually cutting the paper and folding the paper. The difficult bit, the bit that I found really hard, was working out what to do with the covers on the end, because your paper actually has to stick to the board, and then there's also something to sort of tie round which has to go through. I'll do that as a second stage and show you how to do the first bit of folding and cutting. Off we go. So here's the first bit. First of all, you need to find your bit of paper, and I found an old bit of watercolour paper which is about the right size. So what I'm going to do first of all is get rid of these rough edges on the side of the watercolour paper, and actually just cut it down to 15 by 22 inches when I come to the folding, so that I've got a straight edge to fold against. So I'm going to do that first. Right, so here goes. So cut across the top there, and then make sure I've got another line exactly 15 inches the other way. Part of this is not really very suitable for young children. The rest of it you can maybe cut it for them. So we've ruled out a box there, which you can cut against, and what I'm going to use to cut is one of these, which is why I said it's not really suitable for children. And instead of pressing hard, I'm just going to do it several times along the edge. Hopefully the ruler won't shift, and I'm making sure my fingers are well out the way when I cut. So press lightly, but do it several times, and hopefully it'll cut a nice straight edge for you. I'll just shift this round a bit so that I've got a good angle on it. Again, fingers well out the way. Don't press hard, just do it lots of times. If you've got one of these cutting mats, it really makes a big difference, because you're not going to hurt the surface underneath. But if you haven't got one, then you've got a good thick piece of card, provided you've not cut on it before and it's got lots of sort of scoring on it, you can use that instead of one of these slightly expensive cutting mats. There's a bit in the middle there that hasn't quite cut through. There we go. Okay, and last edge is that one. Get everything lined up, fingers out the way, and just cut that rough edge off. I guess if you can order a sheet of watercolour paper. You don't have to use watercolour paper necessarily, but you want something that's just got a bit of thickness to it, so it's not sort of, you know, it's not as thin as the kind of laser copier paper that you get, so that when you make the fold it's actually sort of quite robust really, but also a surface that's nice to draw on or paint on. Obviously if you're going to make a special little sketchbook, you want to make sure that it's a good surface to draw on. So that's the first little job that we've done, and onto the folding now.